category where it's like not a monumental shift that the most powerful company in the world just doubled down on lying about its purpose and motives in the world.
I mean, hell, is there a way to, like, even with Control AI, like, send an invite to all these puppies who are leaving or being forced to leave OpenAI and just fucking have them join? Or, like, I don't know. Like, there's got to be a real movement. Like,
I think here's the plan. There's two main videos that really fuck up Sam for this move. One of them is he says, I retweeted it. I sent you the link. Did you watch that video?
Yes.
So that's one video. The next one is one where he says, and this is the one that Elon retweeted, where he says, I own no equity in the company, and like, I'm not doing this for profit, I'm doing it for love. And then, so piece together those two. Next article, some sort of call to action of be like, basically just a little hit piece, slam. Maybe there's probably one more good clip in there showing the news outright, something that can go viral. Try to get that. I think I could maybe get it posted by Max Tegmark, who Elon Musk follows. That's my, when I got my other video posted by him, and then Elon liked the post. Then I'll use Seamless AI to scrape all of the OpenAI employees and past employees. I'll make a group chat with all of them and throw it in there, and say, what are we gonna do about this? So yeah, it's time to kick up some dust.
Humanity's at stake itself.
Seriously. Literally. A heroic call from the universe.
It's like, and actually, it's funny because I would love to also, like, it'd be like, fucking this whole thing happened September 25th, and like, you'll be on the record that on September 26th, you fucking went into action, Like, that gets recorded,
Of course.
Literally didn't waste a day.
It's all legacy.
Yeah, exactly.
Who were you in a time of great need? All right, what should, like, the intro be?
I mean, is there, on Twitter or any of the, on tech Twitter, is there anything around, like, this whole conversation around, with the conversion of the nonprofit to more profit, any kind of...
I mean, you've got you have the people tweeting, but there's definitely nothing like that feels organized or organizing. You know what I mean? It's almost all just like shouts into the wind.
Right.
It's not like, oh, here's a new thing to support. Here's the revolution.
Right. So it's interesting. So, like you said, Elon Musk seems to do Sam Altman on the X. Even he might be distracted. So he's like, seems to diss Sam Altman over OpenAI's high-profile exits, comparing him to a notoriously cunning Game of Thrones character. So this is just, I'm reading this article on Business Insider Africa. Elon Musk seems to be throwing shade at Sam Altman, blah, blah, blah. In an X post, he wrote Sam is Littlefinger, referring to Peter Baelish, an antagonist in the show known for manipulative, ruthless, and cunning nature. And then I'm just wondering, like, what's Musk's focus on this whole thing?
Yeah, he's a mouthpiece. I don't think he has the bandwidth to make the movement. I think he'll support the movement very quickly, though.
Yeah, the other thing is, like, he's also working for a for-profit company. How much he attack?
I think it's in his investors' best interests of attacking, because he's promoting XAI in the process.
Oh, right. XAI.
I do think that it would be more difficult for him to support Control AI or Govern AI, or he would need a little bit. That would require more noodling rather than just a stop Sam. And really, the stop Sam thing can be. I mean, I like it. I think that's a good point. I think because what it is it's like, let's uphold Sam's vision for original vision before corruption.
Here's why I think it'll work, because I think, and you've done the research. Is there any broad-based movement like this out there?
There's basically only one, and they're shitty because they're not focused on memes and media. First off, they do like real world protests, which is just, it's not even the right way to go about their goal. On top of that, it's called Pause AI. And so...
Okay. So irrelevant, they're off point. So
exactly.
The point,
They're so off point.
Yeah.
But there's been tweets from very intelligent people who are like, Pause AI could become the biggest movement in the world, right? So I think there's a directional correctness, just in the sense of movement centered around AI, but definitely they didn't hit the mark.
Look. Here's the part to me, right? In a war, you always think about allies, right? In this case, You can basically, your allies are people from the people leaving OpenAI, people like Musk's shareholders, people, other countries who want to fucking see more of this stuff under control, the general public that is more awake to, like the amount of people that can get behind a movement like this done correctly, not like Pause AI. I've never even heard of Pause AI, quite frankly. Like, I'm no AI guru,
no group out there. There was obviously the event I went to was signing the Declaration of AI. But again, I don't think that's the right branding. I think that's like a subsidiary thing that it's like, oh, we also have this Declaration of AI. It can be a part of, but it's not hitting the core point of just hit piece.
So how do you do it in a way where you're not, I mean, you're the master of this stuff. How do you do it in a way you're not going soliciting people? People are coming, joining you. It's like we never sell, right? That's the thing, right? Like, well, people sell to us.
I think it's just all about internet traction. So that's where I'm honing in on. Let's talk about the video. I'm recording this and I'll send it to the editors. Let's talk about the hook. We could create a couple different versions. Let's have multiple different editors edit their version, and so we can select the best one. This is a very important piece of work for humanity. I think there's one version which has a little Lord of the Rings style to it. Something like from Tales of Old. It's got that like cinematic girl speaker voice at the intro of a Lord of the Rings shot. Tales as Old as Time has taught us that absolute power corrupts absolutely. September 25th, 2024, the largest deception on mankind went under the radar in the midst of greater news. OpenAI, originally fully a nonprofit, focusing on open source AI for mankind, was fully turned and restructured into a for-profit company. Boom, clip of Sam saying, I own no equity in OpenAI. Next clip, why should we trust you, Sam? Then he says, you shouldn't. Then it goes into AI is the greatest force mankind has ever seen. In the power of one hand. In the background, there's a clip of the one-ringed like flipping in the background, one of the scenes from the movie, has the potential to enslave all of humanity. And then it clips to the one where he says, I should be fired from the board. We need to decentralize the board for humanity. And then we say, we are witnessing the downfall of a hero who flew too close to the sun. Join us. The most important revolution. The future of mankind is in our hands. And then website link with to be determined name. Stopsam.com. I'm sure that's taken, but
I mean, would you? I like everything. Would you end with like almost like call for action, like almost like you remember with like 9/11, it was like, where were you when the towers fell, or something like right. Where were you?
That's not a bad idea. I like the controversial nature of it, even though it's not, because I like controversial stuff that's not controversial. Like where it pings an emotion, but then you realize that this was done in good faith. So that'll ping an emotion of people being like, is that wrong to say? But when you question whether it's wrong to say, and you actually put that up to debate in your mind, you go, no, this is bigger than 9/11.
I mean, and funny thing is, like, it was not funny, but it is, in the sense that, it is September of 2024, so, like, and a lot of things, like, they say with like, with 9/11, like, do you remember? I think in this case, you almost say, will you remember?
What did you do when humanity needed you most? And then it could, in the bottom, display just a piece of text. The plot heard around the world. It's a good little meme to throw in there. Okay, so that's one Lord of the Rings version. I think it's a nice one. I almost like some branding for the movement, like open your eye. It's like open AI.
Your eye.
Open your eye. Don't open AI, open your eye. That at least could be a logo that gets flashed just for the memes.
Is it open your eye or open my eye?
Your, because if someone basically thinks that their eye is open, then they share it, and when you're sharing it with someone, you're saying open your eye.
Oh, okay, got it, yeah.
Or open our eye. All right, noodle on it. I gotta say goodbye to a friend, and I'm gonna call you back.
Okay, later.
Love you, bye.